Hello, sweet friends. Welcome. In today's video, we are going to be touring the living room and the foyer. So I have gotten it all finished. I also did a little tour of my dining room, which I will be including at the end of this video. I also hope that you'll stick around after that because I will be sharing a couple of prints that I bought on sale at Hobby Lobby. Thanks so much for stopping by today, and let's get this tour started. Okay, well, this is what I worked on this morning. So here's just a little bit of a close-up of what I did. I said some of the things that you're going to notice were in that corner cupboard, and some of them were in here, but I just pulled some things out, rearranged some things, and I think it looks pretty good. So this area is done. And over here, I just added the stack of Bibles, and I put a flag in that crock. And up here, inside this sifter, I have a little cubby that I put my little baby, some of my little baby shoes. I'm not sure if I've ever showed a close-up of that. And this picture is, that is my grandpa, the little baby being held. And that's his brothers and his dad. And over here, I ended up putting this blue quilt that did just have a little bit of red on it. I was afraid the red quilt would look Christmassy. So I added a couple of flags in here. These are just from Hobby Lobby, and I tea stained them. And then one of my antique teddy bears, I stuck him in the box. There's my collection of whisk brooms. And then an antique basket that I have had forever. And there's nothing really in this area. It's the same. I haven't done anything with my coffee table yet. And to be honest, I'm not sure I will. But I did add my antique wooden rocking horse. And I put some of my antique teddy bears in there. This is what's on my sofa table behind the couch. It's just some old boxes, a bath, some old baskets, and some Crocs. did miss it, my previous 2 videos are of decorating this cabinet and the fireplace, and then the one before that is decorating the corner cupboard. If you're interested in that, I will be linking it in the description. All right, and for right now, I moved that little high chair that I used to have on the right-hand side, and I put the stack of Hatbox suitcases over there. And then I added some flags inside those crocks. And then I put some of my old cameras, and then that's a photograph of my dad and my aunt when they were little. And then in the little plate is just some pocket watches, some buttons, some keys, some earrings, things like that. Now I did take some of the old books up. I had that stack that had some green ones. So I took those up, and because that stack was just a little too high over here. I really wasn't ready to put my bunny up that I had bought a few weeks ago. So I decided to leave him out and just have him hold a flag. I'm definitely on the lookout for some red and white geraniums. I think it would look nice to have some in that basket and also in some of my crocks. In this cabinet right here is where I keep a bunch of family photos and things, right in here in my foyer. And then I have this old quilt and an old straw hat. That's our return vent. I bought that decorative cover off of Etsy. And then for this wall, I'm still planning on moving that picture down because I have these 3 antique pictures. 2 of them are the ones I took off of the living room windows. So I think it'd look cute maybe to do a small gallery wall there. And then this is the wall that goes up the staircase. I have some punch paper samplers, some sifters, and some old farm tools. And then on the side of this cabinet, I added a flag and an antique teddy bear to that basket. And yes, that's Desi's bed, which he usually sleeps in the basement inside of it, but since he's hurt, he's going to be sleeping in the living room. also wanted to share with all of you what I got from Hobby Lobby. They were priced at $17.99 a piece, but they were on sale, I believe, for 50% off, but it may have been 40 and it may have been 60, but I believe it was 50. So I got them both for around $18. And the frames are really, really pretty. But once again, as I've discussed before, there's really not a lot of gold in my house. So I'm going to be painting them black. And I will share with all of you what they turn out looking like. But they are canvas prints. And well worth the money. So I'm excited to get them done. And then we'll have to figure out a place to hang them. All right, it's definitely going to need at least 2 coats. But you can already tell a huge difference of doing it in black. And all it is Walmart craft black paint. So I will let that dry. And then I will put a second coat on George. All right, here's 2 coats on the frame. But I'm still not loving it. So what I'm going to do is put a little bit of coconut oil and stain on it to sort of age up that black. All right, so I am pretty much done with it. I just used this rag to wipe off the excess of the coconut oil and the stain. I'll let it dry for a little bit. Got a little bit of the coconut oil still on it, so I'm gonna have to go over it one more time. But yeah, I think that looks so much better. So much better. Okay, so here is where I have hung that George. So be sure to check out your Hobby Lobby and see if they have the George and Abe's there. Like I said, they were $17.99, but they were either 40, 50, or 60% off. I believe 50, but I could be wrong, but it was, I know they were on sale either 40, 50, or 60. You know how they do all those different sales, so it's hard to remember. So next I will be painting the Abe. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with him, but I am loving George up there. That looks super cute. I thank you all so much for visiting with me and stopping by. And I hope you've enjoyed these last few videos where we have decorated the living room. So if you have, please hit that like button for me. And I'd love to hear from you if you want to leave me a comment. So I thank you so much. And for any and all of my followers of faith, I ask that you please lift little Desi up in your prayers, that the Lord will heal him and help him be whole again. I thank you all so much, and I'll see you soon.